Hey, what's going on, guys? I really don't have too much to say. Um, and what I'm gonna say is, for anyone that's like thinking, it's like common sense, but I mean not common sense. It's like a gut feeling. So, I just watched this video, and it basically said, like hospital disaster drill, right? Like a little sign, like drill, like practice, and what I saw, it was recent. It was like March 28th, like recent. Maybe even sooner than that. Now, me personally, I DoorDash. That's what I do. Go around, I'm essential. One of them essential guys. And I've always said, like, hey, people in Wawa or gas stations, whatever, it's like anyone sick, like anything going on. Like, I know in my past videos, I was like, 5G towers, this, that, and the third. And I know they're putting them up in certain places, but it's heavy in like New York, Cali, little spots of Florida, little spots of Atlanta, and Chicago, and blah blah blah. But it's not like everywhere, especially here where I stay. I'm in the state of Virginia, so there's little spots, but it's not like you know crazy crazy. Now to go back to what I was saying. Now I don't know about you guys, but every once in a while you'll hear, someone's sick or whatever, but what I'm bringing to the table is what the media slash governments are saying and talking about. This video I watched, well, it's a compilation of multiple videos, but basically it's people walking into the hospitals, especially some of the ones that they say it's just overrun and things are crazy and, pandemic and all that stuff. And literally, there's nothing going on. Hospitals are empty. Even the workers don't even really know what's going on. Like, they're clueless. Um, EMTs, they ask about corona, whatever. They don't have anything specific to really judge, measure, analyze. If someone has it or if they're just sick, they're just like, the person ain't feeling good, so let's take them to the hospital. So again, my other two videos is based off regurgitating facts. This video is kind of like fast forward to that, or fast forward of that, and trying to figure out what the next move is, good or bad. So on the good side, I told you, I think one of my second videos, I got an Oregon crystal. So, practice what you preach. I bought one. It's going to take a minute to get here, but got it. So it should arrive by the time shit hits the fan. Now, this is the big deal, all right? Like, let's get away from 5G and radiation for a second. They shut down the country because people were dying and getting sick. Overrun, right? From media standpoint. So whether it's government or media, like, who do we blame? But at the end of the day, guys, it seems to me like the 9/11 play. Remember, 9/11 happened, and long and behold, we found some things that just didn't add up. So I'm bringing that to the forefront, that I feel like this is kind of like one of those 9/11 plays. The reason I say that is because outside of just random people getting sick, no one's getting sick. You know what I'm saying? To that level. Now, we can ignore, New York and the places that are the hot spots, but like, I don't even want to ignore them. right? Like, it's not what they're portraying it to be. Like, it's the best I can explain. Like, okay, you go on the news, it's like, oh my God, right? You go to the physical whole hospital and they're doing like the rest of us doing, chilling, just chilling, right? So for me, that's where the red flag is. Like, hospitals are just chilling. Like, and from what we're hearing, it's like, they're like, it's the Pearl Harbor of, whatever. It's the, I'm a war president and all this other stuff. So when you use words like that, you know, like, okay, back up, for example. Like, when we see, like, looting going on, like, stuff going on with looting, is like, it's chaos, right? Things going on all over the store, right? Well, in a pandemic, especially if they have reportings of hospitals being overrun, we should have footage of hospitals being overrun, right? So that's all I got. I guess I gotta say. Now, for everybody, now I appreciate a lot of the attention over the 5G towers and radiation and stuff like that. If you're willing, I'll probably do it. Video your local hospitals. What's going on? Let's ask the nurses what's going on. Let's ask people in the front lines, like, what is going on. And again, let's keep the narrative, because so this this is coming from me. So if you're watching my videos, cool. But from my understanding, like, I was listening to, like, Robert Kiyosaki, if you guys know who that is, like, a rich mentor that, whatever. Look him up, Robert Kiyosaki. But anyways, he's basically calling this a recession, right? Not only is he calling it a recession, he's saying the rich are getting bailed out. Now, pause for a moment, because it's like, well, duh, the rich are always getting bailed out. But from what he was reiterating and what some other people are iterating is that, like they're not only are they getting bailed out, but, like, they're taking their money out and they're investing in, like, silver, gold, or something of that nature. And basically what he was kind of pointing at is, like, there ain't gonna be no bounce back. So that's here nor there. What do I know, realistically? But, I'm giving you my thoughts. So my thoughts are this. We got to be able to vote. With all this corona stuff going on, they're probably going to try to push back voting. Voting is important. Don't let fear get you. We got to vote. 2, the hospitals. They don't seem to be overrun like we're being told, right? Pull out your cameras. Let's see for ourselves. 3, I mean, it seemed like mainstream media is, I don't know. I don't know if they're in on it. I don't know if Trump's in on it. If Trump is, like, the only one not in on it. Like, I really don't know. But we got to get local news involved about what we're talking about, which is 5G towers, radiation. Why isn't there any coverage on our local hospitals or the hospitals that are being overrun? And, like we just got it really seems, guys, sorry to be long with it. It really seems like we got to figure this out on our own, because, like I said before, like, I feel like we're being played, and it's really our fault. Like, just put it like this, guys. I know people are scared of being sick and stuff like that, but if they're telling us hospitals are being overrun, and then they're shutting down the country and all this stuff because of that, and then long and behold, like the hospitals aren't being overrun, that's on us, man. Like that's just being lazy. Like figure it out, you know. And when they're lying, hold them accountable. Like we gotta stop letting politicians dodge questions. Like what is this dodge question era about? I don't get it. But yeah, I ordered my crystal. Coming in the mail. A little bit more than I wanted to spend, but it's a good investment. It might save my life, right? Oh, I wasn't meaning to talk about this, but I'll say it. Trump said something about the Passover, the angel of death or whatever. This came from Trump, so I kind of know religion a little bit, but like I looked into kind of what that is, the Passover, the angel of death, and all that stuff. Like the president said this. It's crazy, but that's basically like the story of the angel of death came down and killed the firstborn son of every citizen, right? So like, and just like anything, is like a little rabbit hole. It goes into a bunch of stuff. But I thought that shit was wild. So let me just break it down to you, like, because this is what I think is going on. Like one of the hospitals said, drill, right? We already know the government's been like practicing this shit. Okay. Other than like the 3 heavy states, no one's really been affected. They say 150 million are supposed to pass away from this. We know about depopulation. We know about Bill Gates having the patent on the coronavirus. I don't trust that motherfucker. Shit, what else? Okay, Bill Gates patent, Oregon crystals, record your local hospitals, get your local news involved, educate them on radiation, and just population of hospitals in general. What else am I missing? Oh, so what Trump said, the whole angel of death thing. So what does that mean? Because I don't want to go left field, right field. He was saying that. So they're thinking about Easter. One of the videos was April 4th, and they're like, it's going to hit its apex within a week and a half to 2 weeks. That's kind of what I've been hearing on the news. So from April 4th, I think it's the 5th or the 6th right now. Maybe tomorrow's the 6th. So I'm just kind of getting like timelines. And they also said there's going to be a second wave. So there was something on YouTube. Not on YouTube, Facebook. But it's kind of where we're at right now. Like I said, I always like I warned you guys about things because I did research, and now like this third video is more of like critical thinking of what if, what we need to do, and what we need to do moving forward, right? So I'll try to recap one more time, and I apologize. First one, excuse my language, fuck Bill Gates. Don't nobody need to be trusting that motherfucker. Record local hospitals, ask them questions. Depending on how you feel, I bought an Oregon crystal. I'm kind of excited about that. That's pretty much it, man. Oh, and then from today, April 5th or 6th, it seems like it's about to go down within a week and a half to 2 weeks. And my hunch is they're trying to get all the 5G towers up. And the only reason they're stalling, this is my personal whatever. The only reason they're stalling to get the economy back on and all this stuff, the only reason they're stalling is because they just haven't got enough up yet. That's it. Now, the economy, like I said, look into Robert Kiyosaki. He's talking about the recession. Sorry for the shaking. Me personally, right? Don't want to lead y'all astray, so it's just me thinking. They don't give a fuck about the economy. They already talked about digital currency, right? And inflation has hit the tipping point. We just printed, $1 trillion something out of thin air. The interest rate is gone. So we could try to be all physically correct, but like I said again, I think they're playing us. I think we're royally fucked unless we can bring some attention the right way. Other than that, it's about survival. I got an Oregon crystal, and if shit hits the fan, I got that, and I'm gonna try to survive. So hopefully it doesn't get that crazy, but look into it. 1, fuck it, Bill Gates. 2, Oregon crystals. 3, videotape your local hospitals, what's really going on, especially if you're in an area where supposedly on the news it's just a crazy pandemic. And then the other one is, I didn't even say all this, so if you watch to the end, normal methods of getting healthy. Stay away from cell G towers. This is the last thing. I promise this is the last thing. So I was thinking about this the other day, and I apologize because it's starting to run long. Chloroquine, or whatever they have. Look, I haven't done too much research on chloroquine. I assume it's fucking terrible for you. But 2 things. Mary Giovanni, whatever his name is, he said that once the shot's in you, right, they don't know if it's good or bad until a month or 2 afterwards. That's one. The other one is, and this is some real shit. It's kind of funny, but it's some real shit. Just think about it. They have the chloroquine. It's done. They got it. What they don't have is mask and all that stuff, right? So I say that to say this. How do you supposedly have the cure in stock, ready to go, but all the protective gear you don't have, right? It doesn't make any sense. So that's my 2 cents. Hopefully everybody's good. Watch the video, like, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns on anything, just let me know. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. And we're just gonna take it from there. Talk to y'all later. Bye.